Introducing Evo Fabuloso Pro, the unique customized color maintenance system that complements any color service. You have the power to perfectly match and maintain any hair color. And maintain color in between salon visits with a customized color maintenance conditioner. Evo Fabuloso Pro.
Hello and thank you for joining us today. My name's Jay, part of the education team here at Evo, and today I'll be your host on Evo Fab Pro. Now before we get started, it'd be great if you could grab a few things. The mixologist menu, which is our version of a swatch chart. The salon guide, which has all of the product knowledge information you'll need. And the back wall chart, which has some handy tips and tricks that I'm going to take you through today. Now don't worry if you don't have any of these, they're all available for you to download. So let's talk about what Fab Pro is. It's a customized color maintenance system that allows you to support and complement any color system you're working with in the salon. It helps to protect salon retail sales by allowing you to create customized color maintenance conditioners for each and every one of your color clientele. Now, if we look at the system and we start with the take-home component, essentially what we're doing here is creating bespoke color treatments for each and every one of those color clients, irrespective of whether they've had a permanent color, a demi-permanent color, or a Fab Pro color within the salon. We have a tagline: mix it, match it, take it away. And essentially what you're going to do is use the Fab Pro direct dyes to mix a colour inside one of the blank bases so that you can match the colour the client has had done in the salon so that they can take it away and maintain their colour between those salon visits. The second part of the system is using the Fab Pro direct dyes to create new salon services. Now we tend to break these into three. We have a colour refresh, which refers to taking somebody from a faded colour back to what it was when it was freshly coloured. We can use the system to fill the hair, which is especially important when we're taking a client from a light shade back to a deeper shade. And my favourite is using the system to create soft pastel and toning shades. And the reason being is that we can now send the client home with an exact replica of that shade in a customised take-home conditioner. The great thing about that is we know these soft shades tend to be the colours that fade the quickest. The features and benefits of working with Fab Pro as a system in the salon are that it's direct dye, ammonia-free, peroxide-free. And that means you have complete respect for the hair and scalp's integrity. It complements any colour, and that means it doesn't matter what brand of colour you're working with in the salon, you can put Fab Pro in alongside it and it will work perfectly. There's no permanent colour commitment, and the great thing about that as a colourist is it allows you to offer change to your clientele. You can create new retail revenue by creating customised colour maintenance conditioners, and the entire system is vegan and gluten-free and made without parabens or sulfates. Now to start off the product knowledge, I want to talk to you about the 9 direct dyes. We have your 3 primary colours, 3 secondary colours, and the 3 tertiary colours we chose to work with are platinum for neutralising on your lighter levels, chocolate for adding richness, and black, which is great for adding depth, but for also muting your pastels on those lighter levels. Now the direct dyes themselves are a cationic pigment, and that refers to the technology, and it means that they're positively charged. Hair, when it becomes damaged, emits negativity. Now that damage can occur through chemical services, thermal styling, or even the sun. Now like a magnet, positive and negative attract, so you'll actually get the best result when working with Fab Pro on hair that's been previously coloured or lightened or treated chemically. You won't get a full intensity of colour when working with Fab Pro on natural hair, so make sure you consider this when formulating. Now the direct dyes themselves are built into a nourishing conditioner base. Now that means it's going to seal the cuticle, condition the hair, reducing frizz and imparting an incredible amount of shine. Working with the direct dyes is really quite simple. You can use them directly in your customised colour maintenance conditioners, and I'll take you through that in a moment, but you can also use them directly on the hair as an in-salon colour service. When doing that, you need to prepare the hair in a certain way. Start by shampooing. Evo Normal Persons is ideal, but if you don't have access to this, make sure it's a deep cleansing shampoo. Rinse and then towel dry evenly. This step is extremely important, especially when working with softer pastel shades, as it ensures an even deposit of colour. Wearing gloves, apply your chosen formula and process for 5 to 15 minutes. 5 minutes for your softer pastel shades, or 15 minutes when working with the direct dyes undiluted. Rinse thoroughly and then style as you normally would. When you're working with the direct dyes as an in-salon colour service, you'll get up to 20 washes of longevity. Working with black and your deeper shades will last longer than when you work with softer pastel shades. Now I want to turn your attention to the back bar conditioner base down the end. It's actually the base with which the direct dyes are formulated in, and it's extremely nourishing and responsible for that really beautiful soft and shiny result we get when working with the entire system. Now, like the direct dyes, there's a couple of ways in which we can use it. Inside our customized color maintenance conditioners, sometimes when formulating we need to top these up, and we do so using the back bar conditioner base. Secondly, when working with the direct dyes on hair for in-salon colour services, we can use the back bar conditioner base like a clear. This is important when creating soft pastel shades and toners. The more we add, the softer the result. Now, the most important part of the system for you to fully understand is the customised colour maintenance conditioners. Now, these come pre-filled with exactly the same base as the back bar conditioner base. So your clients can expect these to make their hair feel incredibly soft and shiny at home as well. Now, you may have noticed they come pre-filled with 200 ml of that back bar base. They are in fact a 280 ml retail offering. So whenever formulating with your customised colour maintenance conditioners, make sure that formula always adds up to 80 grams. The reason being is that the client gets their full retail value. Now, how is it that you go from a blank base into a perfectly matched customised colour maintenance conditioner for your client? Well, there's a couple of ways you can do it. Firstly, you could use one of the pre-made formulas on your mixologist menu, or you could use your knowledge as a colourist to work with the FabPro direct dyes to create a combination that you feel best supports that client's colour. Now I'm going to demonstrate for you how to create a customised colour maintenance conditioner. Now, I've chosen to use a formula from the mixologist menu, and today we've gone with pastel orange. Now, the retail formula on the back of the pastel orange swatch is 24 grams of orange and 56 grams of the conditioner base. Now, in order to make that, we simply take a blank base. Now, I always give it a shake. The reason we do this is because it agitates the mix and it makes it easier to shake the formula once we put it inside. Simply take the lid off and tear the scales. Now I'm going to start with my 24 grams of orange. I'm going to follow that up with the 56 grams of conditioner base. Now, the reason we add the extra conditioner base is because the intensity of tone that we're trying to maintain doesn't require more than the 24 grams of orange. But because each and every one of the customised colour maintenance conditioners needs an 80 gram formula, we're topping it up with the back bar conditioner base. Once you've put your formula inside, simply put the lid on. Now, a great tip is to always make sure this is firmly done before you shake. Now, as you can see, I've created a customised colour maintenance conditioner that perfectly matches the intensity of the pastel orange. Now, for the client to successfully use their customised colour maintenance conditioner at home, they should do so by using it every other wash. When doing so, they need to start by shampooing the hair. Towel dry evenly, and then wearing gloves, apply it to the hair and evenly distribute using a wide-toothed comb. Process for 3 minutes, rinse thoroughly, and then style as they normally would. Customised colour maintenance conditioners are designed to do just that, maintain the colour. They're not strong enough to change the tonality of your client's hair, so they need to be sold the day the client has their colour done. They're not strong enough to be sold 2, 3 or 4 weeks down the track. The mixologist menu is the key tool to help you formulating FabPro within the salon. As you open it up, we have a reference guide. This is perfect at helping you with formulating, application and processing times. All of the information I've just taken you through is available at your fingertips. As we open further, what you'll see are the 9 FabPro direct dyes on level 10 hair. This is great at showcasing to you the vibrancy with which you can achieve when working with the system. If we take red as an example, you'll see the most vibrant result on level 10 hair. As we drop through level 7 and level 5, you'll see the vibrancy subdues. Remember, when you're working with a direct dye, the end result is always a combination of the formula you use, but also of the existing level and tone within the hair. So when working with FabPro, make sure you consider this so you can comfortably predict your end result. If we look at the swatches, on the back of each are 2 formulas. The first is the salon formula, and this is what you'll use when formulating an in-salon service. They always add up to 20 grams, and the reason they do so is because it's an easy number to multiply out based on the length and texture you're working with. To give you an example, if I was working with a fine bob length hair, I might need a 60 gram formulation. So I'm going to take that salon formula and multiply it out by 3. If, however, I was working with slightly longer than shoulder length hair of a coarse nature, I might need an 100 gram formulation. So I'm going to take that salon formula and multiply it by 5. The second formula on each of the swatches is the retail formula. Now, as we've just learnt, when working with a customized color maintenance conditioner, we always need to work with an 80 gram formula. So all of the formulas on the FabPro swatches add up to 80 grams. They simply tell you what you need to put in so you can complement that color at home. The last thing on this page is the legend. You need to become familiar with this because each of the swatches use abbreviations. Once opened fully, you'll see an array of colours. Now there's 2 ways that you can work with these. Firstly, any one of them will create an in-salon service for your client simply by following the salon formula on the back of the swatch. Alternatively, if you've already done an in-salon permanent or demi-permanent colour, you could simply match your client's end result up to the best coloured swatch, and the retail formula on the back of that swatch will give you your customised colour maintenance formula for that client. There's also a selection of toning and pastel shades here, and they're great at showcasing to you how much of the back bar conditioner base you need to dilute the FabPro direct dyes to create those softer shades. Now as we turn over to the back, we have the colour selection guide. This is perfect at helping you to decipher whether or not one of the pre-existing mixologist menu formulas will work on your client's hair based on their existing level. If you've created a colour for your client that doesn't closely resemble one of the formulas on the mixologist menu, and you need assistance in creating a customised colour maintenance conditioner, then simply refer to your back wall chart. In the middle there's a table, and the way the table works is it will tell you how much of the FabPro direct dyes you need to put into your blank base based on the client's end level. For example, if the end level of their colour is a level 6, you'll need 60 grams of the direct dyes and 20 grams of the back bar conditioner base. Alternatively, if their end level is a 7, you'll need 50 grams of the direct dyes and 30 grams of the back bar conditioner base. The great thing about this table is it tells you how much of the direct dyes you need in each blank base so that you can concentrate on the combination to perfectly complement your client's colour. The last of the tools is the FabPro Fill Guide. It's located on your back wall chart. The great thing about filling with FabPro is that it nourishes and moisturises the hair. This helps to even out porosity and leads to a more even fill. The way the guide works is very simple. You choose the level of your desired end result, and that will correspond to a formula. The formula is designed to replace the undertone of that level. Simply apply the formula to shampoo towel-dried hair and process for 10 minutes, at which point you have 2 options. The first would be to simply rinse and follow with your manufacturer's instructions. The second is to take a diffuser and dry the formula into the hair until it becomes tacky, at which point you go directly over the top with your chosen permanent or demi-permanent formula. My personal preference, time permitting, is to always use the first option. Now the reason is that when I rinse the fill, if I can see that I have an even canvas, I'm assured of a perfect end result. The application of FabPro is very important. Because we're dealing with direct dyes that are built into a nourishing conditioner base, they won't always behave like other colour types do. Always use a soft bristle brush. Evo's synthetic feather tip brush is ideal because it is designed to push the product into the cuticle layer and not drag it away. Always use small sections. I liken this to the size sections I would normally use for a regular retouch application. Ensure you use enough product to fully saturate those sections, and don't milk or overwork the product into the hair. Doing so will soften the result, but it can also lead to patchiness. A great tip is to apply the product from side to side, as this rotates the hair shaft and ensures an even application of colour. If you're looking to remove FabPro, the first thing you should be aware of is that you should steer clear of traditional powder lighteners or bleachers. Now the reason being is that these are so strong, they'll actually explode direct dyes and push it further into the hair where it can become trapped. We would always recommend that you start off by using a deep cleansing shampoo under heat. Evo Normal Persons is ideal for this. Process for 15 to 20 minutes before rinsing. This is ideal for removing soft pastels or the ends of a stronger formulation. If, however, you're looking to remove a fresh colour, or indeed a strong formulation, we would suggest that you look towards a purpose-built direct dye remover. These are constructed of strong persulfates and cleansing agents, and they work particularly well at removing FabPro because they're designed to wash the pigment from the hair. You now have all the information you need to get started working with the FabPro system in the salon, creating your own customised colour maintenance conditioners, and doing in-salon services. If you'd like more inspiration, follow us on social media, Evo Pro and Evo Hair. Our social team do a great job at reposting work from around the globe, including that of formulations. If you're interested in further education, download our brochure and check out what we've got in cut, style and of course colour. Speak to your sales representative. They'll be a great help at implementing the FabPro system onto your own salon service menu. And if you'd like more information on Evo Fabuloso, or Stano by Evo Fab Pro, then check out one of our other sessions.